What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in this evening. Tonight, I'm going to have a few special guests on. The founders from the Hex Community Jobs. We're going to have them on here and, just see where they come from, see what they're about, ask them some questions. If you guys want to ask any questions in the chat, feel free to do so. But we're just going to, this isn't very structured. We're just going to hop on here and just chat and see where it takes us. But with that said, I want to welcome T. Rob and Anson to the stream. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hello.
Doing great. Thanks
Good,
for having
good.
us.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's always good to, I've only been in Hex now about a year, so I'm still learning and meeting, a lot of people, and it's a lot of people to to meet at one time. But every time I get a chance, I try to bring on as many people as I can, and just to get to know everybody. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that idea.
Yes, sir. Well, starting off, I guess just tell us a little bit about you guys. I guess start with T. Rob and then Anson. Just tell us a little bit about what Hex means to you, how y'all got into crypto and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I got into crypto many years ago and got into what was called BitConnect. Lost my tail on that, and then I got out of crypto. I kind of shied away from it, and then Kinetics is a good friend of mine, and he kept pushing and pushing, and I finally jumped into Hex. But I've only been in Hex for about 6 months, so I'm relatively new on the Hex side of things for sure. Yeah.
So I actually got into crypto for the first time in the COVID dip of 2020. Nice. And I had bought a little bit of Hex, but I didn't really know what Hex was. I would say, while I bought it a long time ago, I would say that, I didn't really have Hex because I didn't really know what it was until about June of last year. So I had it, but I didn't know what I had.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's about the same thing with me. I've been in crypto, I think it's a little over a year now. And, I first seen Hex actually on BitBoy's channel with Around the Blockchain. And I find that popping up a lot more here recently, which is kind of unique. But I've only been in Hex now, almost a year, I guess you could say. But at first I had a little bit and didn't really know what it was. And then, as I dug into the community, that's basically how Hex got my investment, was just the flat out community. I've never seen anything like it before. And, because when I first got in, I got pretty wrecked going down the wrong paths and stuff like that. And, seeing a community like this, just reaching their hands out, trying to help anybody they can. And like what you guys are doing, you don't see other communities doing this. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome. So tell us a little bit about your project here and how'd it come about and what you plan to do with it in the future. Because it's a really interesting, like I said, there's no other crypto community really, you don't see this. So take it away.
Well, I guess I'll start. It was kind of an idea I had when I came into the community. I saw a lot of projects that were obviously building, and I always would hear man, I need a person that can design a website. I need a developer. I need this or that. And the idea came to me that why not do a job board? So I kind of tossed the idea around to some, higher level streamers and guys that have OGs that have been in, and they're like, well, people have talked about this forever and no one's done it. So I posted stuff out there, and luckily Anson answered and has been just the magic behind the whole thing. He's done all the design and everything else. So I just had the idea and he's put it to life. So
cool.
Yeah, T-Rob's the idea man. He's asking questions about websites in one of the Telegram chats we were both in. And I was like, hey, I'm a web designer. Been looking for a way to get involved in the community and put my skills to use, So I messaged him. I was like, hey, what are you working on? And he, explained it to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll get involved in this. And, about a month later, maybe a month and a half later, here we are.
That's awesome. And I see you guys are pretty. I don't know if you guys went to the Hex conference or anything like that, but I see you're
No,
pretty
I wish.
involved with. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I've seen you're pretty involved with the Pulsecon. What's y'all's plans for Pulsecon in September?
Well, we just that just happened actually. We talked to them, and we're an affiliate now. And I'm not even sure what that means yet, to be honest with you, other than us trying to help each other out and promote each other. I'm definitely going to go out there and be part of that and just experience it, because I think it's going to be really a unique, cool event for sure. Hopefully I can learn some stuff. But
Right.
beyond that, I just thought, Anson and I just kind of reached out because we thought, man, this is really good for our community. And they agreed to bring us on as an affiliate. So it's really pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for anybody watching the stream or playback, if you do go to their website, you can get a 15% off using these guys' referral code as well. I seen that on the website as well today, actually, because I'm trying to save up to get out there to it, man. So,
Yeah, it's expensive,
but
man. It's not
it
a cheap
is.
trip for anybody for sure.
I'm hoping, maybe Pulse Chain will tiptoe along and launch before we go out there, and maybe I can
We
I
all
can get
hope
some
so.
game.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely
Right.
hope Pulse Chain is launched by the time that happens.
What do you
We
guys think
actually
of
have
the?
something to talk about.
Yeah, right. What do you guys think of the testnet so far? Have you played around with it at all?
I did. Yeah, it's pretty sleek.
It
Coming
is.
along. I like it.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty cool. Easy to use, really. So yeah, I like it.
cool. So, is there any, details about the Hex community jobs that people don't really know about yet that y'all have on, behind the scenes that you're willing to share? Any exciting, future plans or, anything like collaborations or anything like that y'all have working on behind the scenes?
Well, I mean, we're doing a lot of these streams like yours. People inviting us on, which we're very grateful for that. And we're taking. I've got a notepad right beside me and just taking notes from people that suggest things. I know Anson and I have talked already about adding a function for people to, post their resumes or their qualifications that are actually looking for jobs. When we launched it, we didn't think it was going to be that, but we already have a couple of different folks that have posted on our site. So that's probably something we'll add fairly quickly. And then, we just want it to be utilized and function correctly. And then from there, I don't know what's next. I mean, we just want it to be used in the Hex community for sure. And we want it to be something that we can use to onboard people that have never been in this community. So we're going to get job seekers from outside that are going to see it on Google, et cetera. And they're going to come in and go, hey, what's Hex? And Anson's a great blogger and wrote an incredible article on there that tells them exactly what Hex is and
yeah,
how
I've
to
seen
get
that.
into it.
That's an awesome little part of the website you guys put in there. Just those little subtle things on places that people they don't know what it's about and they see it, they're like it makes them curious. So it's perfect. It's a perfect little gateway to learn about something you don't know. Now, do you guys ever think, or do you ever plan on like venturing outside of the Hex community with this if it ever gets to like a certain if it gets big or anything like that? Do y'all have any plans of doing that or no?
And I guess in what regard? I mean, we're trying to keep, like, we feel like there's enough jobs inside the communities.
Right.
Now, I don't know if there's enough jobs inside the community, so we potentially would, our website would reach people outside. But as far as blowing it up past what we're doing right now, I'm not. That wasn't really my vision. I don't think it's Anson's either. It's more of a community driven.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I have some ideas for websites, and T-Rob's got some other ideas, but those are not anytime soon. I think right now we're focusing on this, and making this the best possible product we can. And then maybe down the road, we'll partner together on some other projects. But I think right now our focus is just on getting this dialed in.
Right. Well, I mean, actually, I have it pulled up here. Let me see. Oh, let me. Well, I don't know if it'll let me. Well, I had it pulled up here. Let me see. No, well, I can't get. I'm still learning how to use StreamYard. I just switched to StreamYard, but so is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, it don't. We can go off track of the Hex Community Jobs website or anything that's interesting to you guys or that you want guys to know about you guys and stuff like that. Is there anything you want to get the message out about?
Well, Anson's the modest one, but I'd like to plug his, his blogging. He's doing some great things, and I see him helping a lot of people online, with questions, and
Right.
he's a very knowledgeable guy. So, and I'll let him plug those things himself because we have to push him because he doesn't want to. But
Yeah, man, go ahead, and everything that if you want to drop it in the private chat, I'll link everything down in the description and stuff like that. So,
all right, will do. But yeah, I a couple months back I started a blog. I was in a couple Telegram chats with people that are typically newbies to crypto, asking questions, the same sort of questions that I was asking when I first got started in crypto, right? And I found I was answering the same question multiple times. So I'm like, it's just great if I could just like type this stuff out once, like a tutorial type thing, and just put it somewhere for people to reference. So that's kind of the spirit of how I started my blog, was to help people and have a central place that I can refer people to. Hey, you want to know how to do this? Go here. So yeah, I started that blog in February. It's on my website, ansonbollinger.com/blog. I also repost on Medium as well, so you can find my articles there too. Yeah, and then I'm in the Kindness Crew, the chat that's Crypto Kindness's Telegram chat. So I'm in there a lot, and I'm answering questions in there, helping people out.
Dude, I'll shout out to Crypto Kindness. That guy has, he's really, the main one that's really helped me pursue this, YouTube thing. He's called me multiple times on the side, and when I first got into doing YouTube, man, I'm still new, so I'm a little bit awkward on this as well because I don't really have people on. I just do my own thing. So excuse me for being a little awkward, but yeah, man, he reached out to me, and I was watching him before I even thought about doing YouTube, and I seen him call me one day. I was like, whoa, what the hell what is he doing? And he was just giving me all this good advice, and then he was like, man, just get your name out there, And then I had Rags reaching out to me, Rags to Riches, Brandon. It's just amazing, man. It's just amazing the power of this community. And if once we finally break through that shell of, because I had a problem with like asking people or reaching out to people, like, I don't want you to think I'm using you and stuff like that. But once you break through that shell and you realize that this ain't the kind of community that shuns people for doing that, they're actually here to help you. And if you really have like a genuine problem, like the other, month, they did a live stream and raised money for this guy that was going through a hard time. Man, it's just a beautiful thing that this community has. And Crypto Heartbeat, that guy is, dude, there's no words that can describe how beautiful of a soul that guy has. It's incredible. This community is just, call it a cult, whatever. If screw those people. This community is family. It's the only crypto community I've ever seen that we call each other family. So it's just beautiful, man.
It's funny that you call it a cult because my wife, when I go watch YouTube videos, she goes, "You're watching your cult videos?"
Mine does too, man. Mine does too.
She wants to think it's a cult. That's fine. I did want to call out Godfather J6. Thanks for your comment about my blog. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Godfather. Godfather's a real good supporter of the channel as well. Shows
Yeah,
up
he's
every
all over
day.
the place.
Yeah, he is. Oh, we got another. Keep plugging away, Hines. That's how we all learn. Then you share with us. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man. I mean,
appreciate you guys coming in the chat for
Heinz,
sure.
I think you're doing great, man. I mean, it's, it's, there's a lot of people that sit outside and talk about doing streams, and there's a lot of people that never do it because they don't have the, you know, they don't want to be embarrassed in front of people. And,
Dude, it's hard,
everyone's
man. I'm
different. It
like,
is. Yeah, it is
I'm
hard.
uncomfortable as hell right now. I'm not even gonna lie, but
Me too.
it's
That's
something that,
usually why I write.
right. Hey,
I
that's
type.
a good escape too. And it's just something that I told myself, because my wife even says it too. Like you're a loner, you're shy. I'm trying to break through that shell, man, and just trying to get involved. So I reached out to Steak and Apes. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's the NFT guy. And I'm helping him set up his Discord now. So, I'm just trying to do these small things, just weave my way in there. And, I'm having a blast, man. I'm having a blast. I really am.
Yeah, no, I appreciate what you're doing. And, I think I talked to Brandon as well, and I was talking to him about some streaming stuff I wanted to do. And he's like, go for it. You don't have to have everything in order. Just get it done.
Right.
Because people relate to that, they relate to that. The normal, if it's not a high production stream, they understand it's real, and I appreciate what you're doing, and we're just happy to be on here.
I appreciate y'all, man, because a lot of people that build in the community, they stay behind the scenes, and they don't really ever try to get out there and try to spread the word themselves. And I commend you guys, for doing that. It's a hard thing to do, man. It's a hard thing to do because you never know, because you're going to get the people that put you down. You're going to get the people that, try to flood whatever you got going on. And so it's a commendable thing for people to come on stream and, just do what they like doing and doing what they believe is right. So I commend you guys for doing that.
I mean, RH says it all the time, no expectation of profit from the work of others. And I think this is kind of what he means. Like, we're out here. We got this website, doing a blog, you're streaming. Like, we're all out here doing something, doing our part to pump our own bags. Like, we're doing the work ourselves. So
right,
yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to do it, and
right.
So I wanted to ask you guys, what's your take on? Oh, man, I just had a brain fart. God, I had it in my mind before I went on stream here. Oh man, hell, I can't remember, man. God. So what's y'all's overall view of the markets right now? Hopefully, I can think of what I was going to say.
I'll let Anson start on that one.
Well, I mean, everything's down. I know, people are freaking out, and I'm, trying to keep people calm. Hey, this is just dips are in the game. Like, I'm loading up on these dips. So I know it's gonna, everything's gonna pump back up, just like it always does. So I'm increasing my position, and I'm optimistic for when this Pulsechain and Pulsex launches. Yeah.
That's one thing I keep, that's one of the biggest things I preach on my streams, man, is, people, when the prices are up, when, I don't know if y'all are watching the Hedron price this past few weeks, but, it went up and did a 10x, right? And everybody at the top was like, dang, man, I wish that thing would come back down. I wish it wouldn't have took off so fast. Okay, well, now it's back down at the prices, and everybody's freaking out. They don't want to touch it. Like, I don't understand that, man. Like, this is where... it's crazy. Like, this is where the money's made, guys.
It's down there kind of where Hex was when it first started. And, now it's up at 10 cents. People could say, well, it was 50 and now it's 10. But what about 0.000009?
Right.
Like, it's still far up from that.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just like I tell everybody, when you look at a chart, all you're doing is looking at human emotions. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You just look at those bars, take the prices away. It's just human emotion. So if you can take your human emotion out of theirs, you can make something happen. But people just don't want to understand that, and people don't want to grab it. They want to sell as soon as they see a red candle. And that's really what I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to create is just to keep people calm. Come on, once or twice a week, and just keep people calm, keep them settled, and just build a close knit community, man. And so we can go out here and spread the good word of what Richard Hart has done, and try to reach into those other communities, and try to drag some of them people back over here, and show them how crypto is really supposed to be. And that's really why I started, doing this. Is like I said in the beginning, when I first got into crypto, I got obliterated. Oh man, it was terrible. And I want people to have that awakening I did when I seen the Hex community, and with all this, I hate to bring it up, but with all this infighting and stuff going on right now in the community, you know, I look at it still kind of like a new person. And, when new people come, like I've had a couple of new guys that I've showed the Hex community, and then they see all this stuff happening and they don't want to invest their money into it. And, and it's kind of embarrassing at the same time, because, I'm telling them how great it is. And then they come over here and see, hate videos of each other, and it's not good. And I just, it's not the community that I came into. And, I mean, that side is still there 100%, but you got these crowds of people that just like to, I don't know, man. I guess it's price. When price is down, the feelings come out, and the hate starts to fly. So,
Well, I think, anytime you have a large group, and it's just going to, unfortunately, it's probably going to get worse than better, because when you grow like that, there's always this people headbutting because they're different, but what I've seen in the past is that a lot of those people get weeded out, because the community, for the most part, everyone's like all of us here. They're just so grateful for the people in it and being a part of it. And that weeds out the guys that are starting all the other stuff, So
right.
I don't get caught up in that.
No.
To me, I look at it and go, I've got other things I can concentrate on. It's
Right.
just like, I don't need a bunch of 5-year-olds to babysit. It's like, I'm moving on. So
100%.
I mean, there's people out there that are just toxic people, like not even because of crypto, like in any community, like they're just people that are toxic. So,
Yeah.
I throughout my life, I was like, I don't need to associate with these types of people. So, you can spot them a mile away.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
Heinz, you said something earlier about, people just settling and not reacting, when prices go up and down. And I think that's the amazing thing about Hex, is it's changing the way we think about, like we used to do crypto. It's like buy low and sell it quick, when it goes up. And it's just such a new mindset for people that go, no, just stake it and sit on it, and you're going to be fine. Because people have a hard time of not having their hands on things. It's hard for them. It's the world we live in, right? It's like instant. We want everything instant.
Yeah, especially the younger generation as well, because the crypto scene now is getting washed in with a lot of younger people. I'm young too. I'm 28, so I'm still a part of that crowd, I guess you could say. But so it is a different model of locking something up for 15 years. It's really hard to wrap your mind around that.
Yeah.
But see, now that's why I got so excited when Hedron came about, man, because now you got two money printers just sitting there. It's easier to delay that gratification because you are getting something now. You know what I mean? You can see it building, and if you absolutely want to, you can take it out whenever you want. You can mint your coins whenever you want. So I think it's an interesting model what Hedron is doing. I'm really, really bullish on it, and I really like. I just like it because I am. I don't know if you guys know, but I was a heroin addict for a while, about 7 years, and I'm 3 years clean now. So I had a very hard problem with instant gratification, and so when I first got into Hex, I was like, oh, this ain't never gonna work. This ain't never gonna work. But as I have gone on with my recovery, I've kind of taught myself how to delay things, and after you delay things for a certain amount of time, as time goes on, you see those things fulfilling, and it's like, wow, man, like that really is the way stuff needs to be. Because if you have something now, you can never build any kind of wealth. You'll never have anything to pass on to, family members or anything like that. So, I love Richard Hart. He's changed. He's really changed my perception on crypto, my perception on money, and just my thoughts, man. So I'm so grateful I found this community when I did. Early on in recovery, I found it when I was early on in recovery, kind of, but it's just helped me. It's helped me a lot, in many ways, not just financially, mentally, relationship wise, meeting people like you guys, man. It's awesome. This community is, and what Richard Hart has built is just incredible. It's incredible.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, my first year or so in crypto, I was like glued to the charts every day. Like, is it up? Is it down? Like, I was just buying all kinds of stuff. Like, what's the new hot coin this week? Let me buy that one. And then watch it every day as it tumbles down. Like,
Yeah.
and it just became exhausting. And then trying to keep track of everything you have on different places, and like, it was a nightmare. And then once I finally realized like what Hex was, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been doing it all wrong this whole time. So, and now I have all this stuff that I can't get rid of because Ethereum gas fees are so high. I'm just sitting on
Right.
it, and
Dude, it was painful. It was
yeah.
painful back then, man. And Balliot Brand, thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the video. Uh, I really appreciate everything you've done. You've been a big impact on a lot of people, including myself. So I appreciate all the work you do, man, and keep on keeping on. But but yeah, like what you were just saying about, when you first get in and you're just trading on for one, it's a portfolio mess, it's a wallet mess, it's a tax mess. It makes your wife mad because you're always looking at the damn screen. And I've got into several arguments with her because I'm just sitting here like this, waiting for that damn candle to just fall, and she's back there, come on, come on. So Hex just brings a better quality of life through every aspect. And it gives you that peace of mind. You buy Hex, you stake it, and when Pulse Chain goes live, man, everybody's life is going to be great because then you ain't got to worry about paying $1,000 gas fee when your stakes come undone. So
Yeah.
it's nice, man. We got it made, and I see all these people arguing, and just guys, man. I know they might be OGs, and I'm new, and I still got the feeling of I'm excited, everything's new and stuff. So, but man, we got it made. From a newcomer's point of view, this community has it made, and I just can't emphasize that enough. And so, but is there anything that I know we've only been going for about 30 minutes, but like I said, I'm awkward as hell still. And is there anything you guys want to get out there that you haven't before, or you want people to know where they can come well, I'll have all y'all stuff linked down below also, so everybody can come check y'all out. But is there anything you want to tell the community about Hex Jobs, like just get them excited, I guess?
Well, I mean, utilize it. I mean, it's like any project that people are putting here. Up on here. We hope that people will use it and share it. And we really want it to be the place where talent meets talent. I mean, like, because there's a ton of people, not necessarily building in the crypto world, but are hexagons that have businesses outside of this. And they're looking as well. So you're going to see stuff, coming in on our site that's going to be maybe not crypto related, that people might be interested in. So it's really cool. It's kind of, I feel like we're almost kind of gapping, because what I see, and I won't get on a rant here, but I see a lot of
Go
times
ahead.
this crypto fairy tale world, right? We're all like in it all day, and we're like, forget that we have real lives and families and stuff like that. So I feel like with our job board, it's gonna like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I like this job. It's not developing a site for a coin, or it's working at Walmart or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think it's going to bring people back to like reality, because I'll be honest with you. I talked to some people in the space that I'm like, you need to get off your computer and go do something for a while.
Man.
so so we hope it helps, man. We hope it gaps some of that. And like I said, we hope that it brings more people to this community, that can go out and grab more people. I mean, that's what we need, right? We need it to grow. And I think this is an easy way. We're not trying to sell them on Hex. We're offering them a service, and then they're like, well, heck, what's Hex? And then it's pretty easy from there.
And see, because I've done a lot of things on. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Fiverr, the website that for content creators. That's a big company, and they do a lot of volume. Because after I seen you guys, I was looking on Fiverr and I was scrolling like if that thing takes off, like I don't. Are you guys ready for it if it does happen to get traction like that? But
Find out.
it could, man. Like it really could, because that's like a much needed area in this space. Because when content creators get, hell, I only got almost 500 subscribers, and I find myself needing help sometimes. So I can't even imagine somebody with thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions. So it's a very needed thing in the space for sure. And and it's like you said, it's a perfect onboarding tool, because they get in here, and if we do bring in people from the outside, they're exposed to the Hexagon community. They're going to be making Hex thumbnails. They're going to be editing Hex videos, and that's what's going to make them curious about things like that. But y'all are also branching out to. I mean, y'all don't have any like restrictions of what kind of jobs or anything like that, do you? Like it's all anything. It's anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're not like. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want real jobs and not, the scammy stuff. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, we're open to anything.
If you put a dozen curse words in your job post, you're probably going to get deleted.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
But other than that, we want people to find the work to help the community. So
see, that's cool. That's cool. Godfather here has a question. Did I hear you mention earlier you were going to set it up so people can create a profile and upload their resume? Is it possible for job posters to search for qualified users?
Yes.
Good question.
Yeah, we had discussed that, and we will be working on implementing that. We didn't anticipate that the site was going to be used for that. We thought it would just be people post their jobs and then people can apply to them. We didn't, anticipate it becoming like sort of like a freelance where you can, post your skills and have somebody reach out because they need your particular skills. So we're definitely gonna implement that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, because I was scrolling through it and I was thinking about the same kind of thing. People posting their skills and stuff. Another thing I seen on your YouTube, you're going to start doing a thing on Thursday nights.
That's T-Rob's thing.
Yeah, if you want to tell us a little bit about that. I seen that today and thought it was kind of interesting.
Tell
us a little bit about it?
So Thursday night's going to do, calling it Biz Spotlight. So my hope is to bring business owners, entrepreneurs in, and just talk to them about their business, their needs as far as, on the job side of things. And I'm hoping that we can tie it into Hex Community Jobs with businesses, people that are posting their jobs on there. We hope to interview them. And during those times on Thursdays, I'm going to go through, what jobs are on the site, and just try to, push people to the site as well, and just get more views, man. And hopefully, my goal is to try to bring in business folks, maybe even from outside the community, Hex community, and just interview them on what does it take to be an entrepreneur? What does it take to be a business owner? And just more of that type of stuff is my thoughts behind it.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Like getting like having a schedule like that, and having like a little community live every Thursday, and like just building that bond, and then that way like get your own little army set up so you can push them out and people recommend. So it's always good. That's a great idea. I seen that today, and it really intrigued me. So that was cool.
Well, it's like a value add. Like not only can you
Right.
post your job listing on the website, but we might interview you and get the word out there even more. So
Right, and see, it's not just a regular job website. That job website will have a community,
yeah,
which makes it even better. And because if people ever have problems within that, no, you don't got customer service, but you got a community behind you that are willing to help. So it's always good to have a strong community behind anything you do. Um, but yeah, but if that's all I got. I mean, I didn't prepare many questions or anything like that. I just wanted to do it on the fly. But if y'all got anything else you want to add, if not, we can wrap it up or whatever you guys want to do.
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having us on.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
definitely. It's a pleasure.
hopefully in the future, I'd like to have you guys on again, and hopefully I won't be as terrible as an interviewer as I was tonight.
You were great. You were fine.
No, you're fine, man.
No,
You're
I
fine.
mean, well, I appreciate it, but I would like to have you guys back on in the future as I grow and as you guys grow, and then come
Sure.
back and just compare how things have, been going and y'all's success and hopefully my success, and just compare stories again, and hopefully Pulse Chain will be live, and we'll have a lot to talk about.
That's right. Thanks
Sounds
so
good.
much, man.
Yeah, man, and like I said, if y'all will, or you can DM it on Twitter. Just DM me all y'all stuff, and I'll put it all in the description below for people that rewatch. And send all your blogs and mediums and stuff like that. Just send
Sure.
me a message, and I'll put everything in there. And T Rob, if you got anything, just shoot them to me, and I will log them all in.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for
Y'all have
having
a good
us.
night. Yes,
You
Thanks.
sir.
You
too.
too.
Thanks.
Well, guys, sorry that was awkward. I'm still trying to get a little better at this. I appreciate everybody that did stop by. If you guys want, while I'm on here, um, I will go over a few charts with you guys if you want me to try to just see what's going on. I'll give y'all a little recap of what's been happening today. But I've been pretty busy today, guys. Man, there's been a lot of severe weather out in Texas, and a lot of tornadoes been popping off here recently, and I've been keeping an eye on that because I got some family out there, and just trying to keep them safe because there's already been about 4 or 5 tornadoes that have touched down this afternoon. So pretty dangerous out there. Very cool. You're fine. Sure. Let's see them charts. Cool. Cool. Godfather, I know you're moving, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. um, but yeah, let's dive on into some charts here. Let's see if I still have them pulled up. Window share. Y'all are gonna have to give me a minute to get my things set up. I don't know why my screen wouldn't share earlier while I had them on. That was the strangest thing. But anyway, let's jump on into some chats. I wanted to do this video earlier because I posted it on Twitter about the Hex price. We're having a little dumperoo right now, but this is Hex on the 4 hour. And what I posted on Twitter earlier was, I know y'all have been on here, so I know y'all have heard me talk about this ball and wedge, and I'm sure y'all are probably getting tired of me talking about it. I'm getting tired of me talking about it too. I wish it would just at this point, I wish it would either go down or up, hopefully up, but I'm getting tired of talking about it. But what it's done, I mean, you can clearly see breakout, come back down and test. It tried to go up again, and it just can't get the buy pressure and the momentum it needs to just push through. Every time it starts to go up just a little bit, boom, it's got immediate sell pressure. There's a really, really big sell wall at about 12 cent. We just can't, you know, it's just it's strong resistance right now. But you can see, I drew this in earlier, this little red trend line here, and it's been holding it pretty well. So, hopefully, we can hold this trend line. But if we do finally get that buy pressure, we could see price go up anywhere, from where it's at now to 26 cent. If it does start to, buy up. But, and in my opinion, I thought for sure we were going to see some kind of, price movement with the testnet news. It really shocked me that, uh, I mean, yeah, we did have a little few pumps here and there, and we did break out of this wedge. But breaking out of this wedge was intimate. It was coming, whether we wanted it to or not. But it's just strange. A lot of times, either you see, with news like that, you either see a dump or a pump, and we didn't really see nothing. We've just been chopping sideways. So, hopefully there'll be some new updates coming out soon. I was watching K4K's videos. And guys, y'all need to go watch K4K. I know y'all probably already do. Actually, I know you guys do. But that guy's so smart, man. And he did an hour video last night about Pulsex, and he's in the dev chats and all that stuff. So that guy is in the know, and he's a genius, man. And he's an awesome guy to have in the community, and he's an awesome guy to be having making content. Well, all the content creators are great, but he's one of a kind, man. And people really need, people actually, when they're watching his streams, they actually listen to what he's saying, because K4K knows stuff that we don't know. He's in the know with the devs, and he knows what's going on. He was even saying on the Pulsex platform they're going to have a buy and burn feature on the interface. So it's getting exciting. I really did think we were going to have some kind of price move when this came out. We did not. We're just continuing to chop sideways. Hopefully this red support will hold. If not, we'll definitely come back down to test the support of this falling wedge here, and we'll just see where it goes. The market's just, like I keep saying each stream, the market's in a weird place. So it's just real indecisive with everything that's going on in the world right now. But we'll go on over here to Hedron. Same thing with Hedron. This is kind of what I was talking about in my last streams. What it would do, it was going to pump, come back down, and hopefully it was just going to sit here and bebop through this range here. I didn't think it would be as tight a range as it is right here, but nevertheless, it's in a tight range. But it just cannot get back above this golden pocket 618 right here. I mean, it's just a flat top. It's an ascending triangle flat top. So we're making higher lows, very, very, subtle higher lows, but we are making higher lows, and we're just trading in a tight range. With that heavy liquidity add that happened the other day, it's going to be a little more tougher to move the Hedron price more than it was. So like I said in my last streams, I expect this to just, we're just in a sideways market, guys. It's hugging the golden pocket here at about, let's see what it is, about 34,000. And just trading sideways. You can see this long-term trend line here. It's still holding good, holding true for now. We're in an ascending triangle on the 4-hour. So anything can happen from here. If I take a measured move of this, if it was to break up, which, dude, I wouldn't even call this a confirmed. So it could go to about 43, but I wouldn't even call this a confirmed ascending triangle just because it's so, just sideways and sloppy. But, nevertheless, we're not dumping, so that's a good thing. We're holding strong sideways. And to be honest, guys, with everything that's going on in the world right now, and with crypto actually holding on, I would have never thought, World War III, we're on the brinks of World War III, and, crypto has not dumped 70%, especially a brand new coin like this, or any other market, at that, ETH at 2,800, Bitcoin's at 41. Let's pull up Bitcoin here. Still in good God, man. Bitcoin's in the ascending triangle. It's been in this ascending triangle for a long time. But yeah, it's just wild. I could have definitely thought, I'll tell you what is a little alarming here. If we zoom out, and this was kind of playing on back here, but this is a little more structured. That's a big old boy right there, son. That's a big old head and shoulders on the chart. If it was to happen to play out, that'd be almost like a detrimental head and shoulders. So it's possible. I mean, anything in crypto is possible. If we take a schedule or a measured move off of this thing, let's see. It could put it almost down to 15K if this thing was to play out. And this, I mean, it's a pretty well. I mean, it's a pretty legit head and shoulders, to be honest. People were calling for a head and shoulders back here, but it wasn't really as, the structure was just sloppy. But this one, looks pretty good. But like I said, anything can happen. It's Bitcoin. It's the leader of the pack. The Bitcoin conference coming up next month. So, expect some, volatile movement from that, depending on what is said at the Bitcoin conference. So, yeah, like I said, we're sitting good, guys. We're not at all-time highs or anything like that, but we're not down, in the bear market. This isn't max pain yet. Max pain would be, Hex at about 5 cents, Bitcoin at about 15K. So we're not there yet. The markets are still holding on. They're holding on by a sliver, but they are holding on. So in my opinion, oh shit. Hold on, guys. I just messed up. And I'm about to come back to the chat right now. So, but in my opinion, are we in a bear market? Maybe. Are we in a bull market? Probably not. So let me go to the chat here and answer a few questions. I was in for 20 years, handled all that crap. Ask me questions if you have damage. Can you elaborate? I don't know what this is. INS ADJ. I'm probably stupid, guys. I probably don't know. I mean, it's probably something simple, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you could elaborate on that a little bit, MJB, I'm sorry if I'm sorry I don't understand what that means. Nah, bro, you're good. We've had a heck of a time, but this is a nice break. Yeah. I don't think we're going to run until we're close to V3. Once V3 happens, then it'll run. Then it runs into a Pulse mainnet. Yeah, 100%. Everybody's going to be scrambling when they hear that V3 news, and especially when they hear the snapshot date. You're going to see some scrambled ass people. So it's right around the corner. And my guess, seeing what Richard Hart, listening to Richard Hart in the Twitter Spaces, and shout out to you, Godfather, by the way. Thanks for linking me up to that. I went in and listened to Richard Hart, and he learned some pretty good stuff. With him saying, I know he's probably blowing smoke up our ass, but he said weeks away, which probably means a couple months. But in my opinion, after playing with the testnet, after getting everything figured out and seeing, I think Pulse Chain's a little closer than we're thinking. People that saying summer or end of the year, they're wrong, in my opinion. They're just wrong. They could be right. They could be right. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. Hell, what do I know? I've only been in crypto a year. But I have my opinion, and I think we could see it by end of April, in my opinion. Maybe price didn't go up as much because of all the hiccups. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. It's a real good point. Property damage, tornadoes. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know where you're from or anything like that, but man, what's going on out in East Texas, Central Texas right now is just, it's a shit show, man. I've been watching it since about honestly, it was about 3:00, and there's just been, I got this Radar Omega that I pull up and track everything with on my laptop, man. It's just been it's been rough out there. There's been a lot of PDF warnings. There's been a lot of there's been a lot going on, a lot of damage reports, and one lady, her roof got ripped off of her house, and her neighbor said she was missing. So that's not cool. That's not cool. He said weeks, not months. So that's positive. That's a positive thing. We are closer. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, he might be blowing smoke up our butt just to get everybody asking, to stop saying wind pulse. But I think he's wanting to get it out here, just as bad as we do. He don't want us to be ate up by the Ethereum fees and stuff like that. So cold, Southern California, but seen it all. So if you need help, shout my way. I can do it. Well, see me, my family. I have a few people I know out there, but I'm from North Carolina. I'm on the East Coast, so we don't. I mean, we get a little bit of severe weather, tornadoes every once in a while, but it's very rare if we do get one. But yeah, I do know a few people out in Texas, but I appreciate that, man. I will get in touch with you if we need anything done. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm about to call it a night. I appreciate y'all coming by. Sorry, I'm still new at these interview type streams. I'm learning. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me and learning with me. It means a lot that y'all guys are even still here, all four of you, whoever's watching. Godfather, thank you. MJB, thank you. And by the way, MJB, you are now a moderator in the chat. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the tip yesterday. I appreciate it. But guys, you guys have a good night. If y'all need anything, come check out. And Godfather, I know you have, but if you guys like NFTs and stuff like that, come check out the Steak and Apes Discord. It's a work in progress. I'm working with the Steak and Ape guy. He asked me to help him create a Discord, so I'm doing my best to try to create that for him, and just giving, just trying to get involved, help build. I just feel like I need to get in there and do something. I'm getting addicted to this stuff, man. I'm getting addicted to making content and just trying to do anything I can for the community. So yeah, come over there and check that out. It's the Steak and Apes Discord. They got some giveaways going on, and we're just trying to build that up, and it will become better. I still work a 9 to 5, so I can't really dedicate 100% of my time to it. But right now I'm trying to research how to put the bots in there, like the tracking bots and the verify bots and stuff like that. And so try to gamify it a little bit. And so it's a work in progress. Come show support over there if you guys are into that kind of thing. Come join the Telegram channel, t.me/Heinz Crypto 1. I know Godfather's already over there, MJB. I don't know if you are yet. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just thought I'd put it out there. So, we can keep close contact and, just hang out. And if y'all guys have any questions, we can talk in there. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything else. Oh, also, the Hex Community Job guys. Definitely go check them guys out. Them guys are amazing. You can tell where their heart is. They're good-hearted people, kind. They care about the community, and they're just trying to make this community a better place. And you can really tell by just talking. I know we didn't talk long, but you can just you get that vibe from people when good people meets good people. You can just tell. So go check those guys out. Go support those guys. They're doing awesome things for the community. I commend them for coming on the stream, and I invite them back anytime. So if you guys are still watching, thank you. Everybody have a good night. I'm still in the process of moving. I'm going to try to hop in on the stream this weekend for you guys, and go from there. Let me say bye to the chat. You the man. I'll see you guys this weekend with more questions too. Hey, just write them all down, man. We're here. We're in it together, and we'll do. Me and Godfather on here will do our best to help if we can. Good. The more questions is better. The more we learn. 100%. 100%. Yes, I agree. Good guys trying to help out. Yeah, it's good to see projects like that, and thank God they didn't make a token and do a sacrifice phase. At least right now, whatever they do in the future, that's cool. But I was just sacrificed out. But yeah, props to those guys. I respect everything they're doing. Props to you guys in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for sticking around through my learning curve. Um, like the video, share this video out, and let's teach some more people about the Hex Community Jobs guys. To go subscribe to their YouTube channel, go follow them on Twitter, and let's make this viral, guys. Let's make this community viral. Let's make our token viral, and just pump each other's bags. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling. No more sacrifices yet, thank God. And the Liquid Loans guys, they had their 12-hour stream last night. Officially end of their sacrifice phase. So everything's coming to an end. Everything's coiling up, and it's just about to go insane. And I'm glad I'm here to share it with you guys and, build wealth together. But I will see you guys this weekend. You guys have a good night. Stay safe, and I appreciate it. Bye, guys.